Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, welcome back. This pick a card reading will be How Will You Be Remembered? So you'll be choosing from the images in my thumbnail. Pile 1 will be Aaliyah and pile 2 will be Selena.
Right now it's hard to say what I want my legacy to be, what I want people to say when I'm long gone. I want people to look at me as a full-on entertainer and a good person. So, we'll talk a few years down the line and we'll see where my head is at then, but that's what I want for right now.
So pile 1, you will be remembered as someone who leaves people stuck. It seems like after you release yourself, people no longer know which direction to take. They don't know where to go or what to do next. After experiencing somebody like you with the energy that you hold, it leaves people feeling empty. People are going to speak about you in a way that highlights your strength. It's going to highlight how strong you are, how capable you are. With or without support, you're going to make it. You're going to make it to your destination. It feels like even decades later, people are going to regret not taking you serious or not accepting you and cherishing you and realizing how significant you are. It feels like a lot of people are able to learn and grow just by simply being in your energy, being around you, being connected to you. But people throughout your life have taken advantage of you being a part of their life, you being in their presence. I'm hearing access denied. Once you release yourself from people, they can't find anything else or anyone else who's able to accept them the way that you did. They feel like there's so many restrictions, there's so many complications. You're going to be remembered as someone who held so much power, and you are very giving with your power. You're very open and allowing people to access, but there are limits to what you give and what you allow people to take from you. You have this silent strength to you that people are going to remember. It's like you knew you were powerful all along. You had this strength in the palm of your hand. You didn't allow it to get to your head. You didn't allow it to make you become a bad person. You continued to remain humble. So people, they're going to remember when they were in your presence how easily things came to them, how they were getting accepted into places, getting approvals, receiving so much support and love, and their life was smooth. But as soon as you cut them off and you released them and you moved on, everything became such a challenge. You're like a silent angel. Your silence and your absence will speak volumes. It seems like they recognized this when you were around, but they didn't appreciate it until you were gone. They didn't want to acknowledge it until it was no longer there. So there's people searching for you. This is even before you pass away. This is once you cut them out of your life. They're searching for you and other people. There's not much that you have to say. You simply do. It feels like your gifts will be acknowledged after, instead of in the present, in the now. It's kind of like people cannot explain who you are or how you do what you do. It's not until later on they're able to put two and two together and realize that you are a very powerful person. Yeah, you definitely have powers. You're definitely very, very magical. This makes me think about Mio from the anime My Happy Marriage. They're going to realize how you kept something hidden or how you were protecting yourself from people who would have tried to get closer to you and take advantage of what you have to offer or what you can do. People are going to do research about you. They're trying to find answers to how are you able to do this? How are you so magical like this? They're trying to look into your bloodline and your history, and they may find some things out about you, who you are connected to, who your ancestors are. They're trying to figure out, how do you keep this hidden? Or why would you keep this hidden? If they were you, they would tell the world, or they would show the world. They would boast about it. They would let this get to their head, but you didn't. Like, you use your powers for good. This energy also reminds me of Akira Fudo from Devilman Crybaby. You could have definitely been a danger to society, but you chose to help. You chose to support people, to be there for those in need, those who felt left out. You could have also grown up feeling like the outsider, feeling like the black sheep. So you hold a lot of compassion and empathy for people who come from the same upbringing. It feels like everything starts to make sense in the end. People are able to put two and two together. You could be someone who will create a lot in your lifetime. You may invent new technology, new ways of doing things, and you could do this on your own. You could also have very creative ideas, and during your lifetime, people are going to ask how and why and where. Like, people notice it, they see it, but they don't highlight it as much as they should. Like, this energy makes me think about the Umbrella Academy. Choose not to explain this, because how can you explain this? You'd rather create from it and take action with it than to talk about it. Even throughout this reading, it's difficult to explain your energy, to explain who you are and what you are capable of doing. This could even go beyond your understanding. You'll be remembered as someone who doesn't talk much. You just do it. You're always looking forward to the future, what you can change, what you can build, what you can create. You have this crazy perspective on things. You're able to see so many different outcomes in so many different ways. Your energy reminds me of so many different things. It makes me feel like years to come, people will see you as a fairy tale, someone that did exist and things did happen, but so many people are going to tell your story to the point where it doesn't sound real. It sounds like an illusion or, a fairy tale, like somebody made it up. You make me think about like fairies and lullabies. Some of you may create something. This could be music, videos, art, something that's going to live on where people can still watch you even though you're no longer here. And you may have a child that will carry on your legacy as well. But your energy is very timeless. Like, there's no end to you. Even once you are gone, you're still here. People are still able to connect with you. You're also going to be inspiring people as well. I know this reading was a little slow, or it felt kind of slow, but it's more so smooth is the best way I would put it. But I do love this pile because it's something about you being able to take steps into who you are. People are able to see you evolve, and in the moment they don't see how impactful it's going to be until after. But it feels like you experience a rare path in life. Like, you have a rare timeline where you're able to go from level 1 to level 10. And there's not many interruptions that delay you or hinder you from moving on to the next level. Some people don't make it as far as 10. Some people don't accomplish as much or reach those heights and those milestones, but you will. It feels like people are trying to get into your mind, but they are having a difficult time doing so. There could also be scientists who want to study your brain. There's more questions here than answers. But overall, people love and adore your energy, and they wish they would have cherished it while you were still in their presence. It doesn't feel like it's going to be too specific in regards to how will you be remembered, but the answer to that will be you will be remembered, period. So that's your reading, Pile 1. Thanks for watching.
When you're gone, how do you want to be remembered?
As not only as an entertainer, but as a person who cared a lot, and I gave the best that I could, and I tried to be the best role model that I possibly could, and the best person that I could. I tried to help out.
Well, I hope we can do this again one of these days soon. And like I said, you are a role model.
Thank you.
So when I was shuffling, the Ten of Wands fell, and I reshuffled and I was back again. I feel like you weigh on a lot of people's hearts. That's how people will remember you. Something about your energy that really burdens people. Like they want to right their wrongs, or they want to have one last conversation with you. It's like prior to you leaving, people are having conversations about you. You could have a lot of people who want to reconcile, people that want to approach you, but they don't get the chance to do so, or they don't act on their feelings soon enough. It seems like you told these people something like over and over again, but they never listened to you. It feels like your words linger in people's minds and on their heart as well. People are going to remember you as someone who spoke a lot of truth, someone who tried to get things in order, but people weren't listening, people weren't taking it serious. You may have a few messages in Pile 1. I feel like people are going to call you their ancestor, their spirit guide. They're still going to connect with you, even long after you're gone. So the thing about your energy is that you are the glue to a lot of pieces. This could be within your family. This could be like wherever you are the glue in that environment. So people could be feeling a burden because you warned them and you tried to tell them about certain things they should do, certain things that they should hold up on. They didn't really think it was something to pay attention to until after you left. And now they're realizing that they should have paid attention. They should have taken notes. And these are like little gems that you were dropping, things that you cannot find in books, and you can't search this up on Google. It has to be word of mouth. This could be something that you wanted to pass down to the younger generations. But if somebody here, this could be two people here that missed it. They didn't listen. They didn't take your words into consideration. So after you pass, I see these people praying to you, trying to connect with you, trying to get those messages from you. So it feels like if you have a lot of knowledge, if you have a lot of information that you want to pass down, it may be best for you to write it down or make a book, something here where people can go back to it. Because I definitely feel like there's somebody here that's going to drop the ball if you don't have a backup plan. Somebody here might accidentally sell something. It is unfortunate, but it feels like somebody around you may be a little bit irresponsible. So I feel like the way you can save this is making sure that you have like multiple copies of documents. Like if you're going to write a book or put information into your notes or whatever the case may be, I would say have multiple copies assigned to different people. Because your knowledge is very powerful here. The information that you hold is extremely powerful, and I feel like it's something that you do want to pass down. But if you have two people in mind, one of these people could be a male. You may want to make sure you add a few more people to that list. Some of you, this could have happened to someone else in your family as well. Someone who left something for you all, and one person was in charge, and they definitely fumbled. They definitely dropped the ball. So you don't want that cycle to repeat, because I feel like there's a high chance that it will. So you will be remembered as someone who always thought ahead. You could already be aware that this specific family member is going to misplace something. So you leave an extra copy for them. Or you may tell them, hey, take this extra copy and make more copies. Even after you're long gone, you still leave traces of you that allows the people that loved and cared for you to feel like you're still there. I saw a video where the father knew he was going to pass away soon, so he made, I believe, about 10 birthday cards. In the last birthday card, I believe his daughter turned like 16 or something like that. he left her a certain amount of money so that she could go get her first vehicle and so on and so forth. So there's always some type of surprise that you leave for them so they can remember you, so they can still feel like I said before, you're still there, you're still connected to them. You're going to be remembered as someone who is very thoughtful, someone who took their time to make sure everything goes as planned. I feel like your passing is going to leave a lot of people very emotional. Even years and years after, they'll still feel your energy very deeply. And like I said before, you are the glue wherever you go. So people really, they rely on you very heavy. So you leaving is going to rip a lot of people's heart out. There's a lot of wands here, a lot of fire energy. It feels like time was cut short. Even though you may have built generations on your back, it feels like people see you as someone who's gone too soon. You play such a significant role. And it's not just within your family. This is everywhere. Everywhere you go, every encounter you make, people remember you. People miss you. They think about you. They reminisce. And I feel like one of the main reasons is because of how in control you were and how you weren't afraid to take control. You may have often stated, "You're going to miss me when I'm gone," or "You're going to realize how much you need me once I leave." It feels like you were always around and people got used to that. And now they have to be independent. Now they have to figure things out on their own. So this energy is very bittersweet. It feels like people didn't realize how you were preparing them for your departure and for their future, all at the same time. And that's why I said before, there's information, knowledge, and messages that you left with people that they didn't value at that moment, in that time. You gave them more than enough information to carry on with them to their future, so they can know how to handle things, so they can know how to carry themselves. You could have taught your children how to cook at a young age, how to drive at a young age. You really prepared people around you to have the best future possible. So you will be remembered as someone who is the glue, someone who is always ahead, someone who is always prepared, and someone that your family will still call on and pray to even long after you're gone. Your energy is very beautiful, very loved, and very much needed. So that's your reading, pile 2. Thanks for watching.